Hey, it's Ian here with an update. I just wanted to explain where I've been in January and share some lessons I've learned. So let me start by letting you know about Daniel. Daniel is my friend who has taken the time and effort to teach me one-on-one over the last couple of years, everything he knows about trading, and he's been working on it for over 10 years now. And in the last year or two, he's been seeing drastic improvements in his trading ability. And within the last year specifically, it really seemed to click for him, and he has done very well. Something that he told me when I started experimenting with building different strategies inside my bot was, hey man, just something to remember. Once you have your edge, don't forget it. Now, that's easier said than done, right? Because what if your edge seems to stop working? January, as he warned me, had some things going against it compared to Q4. September to November are known to be some of the best trading months in the year, while January is known to be one of the worst, maybe not the worst, but not a great month. It depends on what kind of trading you're doing, but we're talking day trading on NASDAQ E-mini futures, okay? So the price action, Daniel said, tends to be tougher in January, and he warned me about it. He was trading multiple times most days in Q4, even in most of December. But in January, he's barely been trading like 2 or 3 times a week. And he has reminded me consistently, hey, January is not good. It's not great. So be careful and, just be patient for things to get better. Number one, we're in the first year of a new presidential cycle. And according to the Stock Traders Almanac, which he referred me to, that's usually a slower price action year. And number two, we're in January. So here's what happened. My primary 9:30 a.m. EST strategy, which uses the MACD cross and some other confluences built in to decide whether to buy or sell within the first 10 minutes of market open, 9:30 to 9:40, it'll take one trade. That stopped working for like 3 days in a row. And I had never experienced 3 losing days in a row with that strategy. And not only that, but the win rate had been lower so far in January. So combine that with the fact that I ended up refunding some customers who obviously, and rightly so, were not happy with the bot's performance in January. So that really kind of messed with me mentally and made me feel like, okay, that just does not work anymore, at least for January. So I'm going to switch all of my trading on all of my accounts over to my new experimental Bollinger stochastic strategy. And I did that because whenever I tested like the previous 1 or 2 weeks, it showed great results. And that didn't go well either, because price action has been kind of changing each week in January. Another thing I want to mention is that one reason I stopped doing as many updates here on YouTube with the daily trading results is because not only did it have losing days, which I'm fine posting, you've seen me post losing days on here before, but I was so frustrated with January overall that I would essentially force my bot to tilt for me. So I would go into my settings, disable the maximum loss, and set a very small daily profit goal just to try to get back to even, and would end up just letting the bot tilt for me for most of the day. And sometimes I would even get so frustrated that I'm really embarrassed to admit this, but hey, I am definitely not a perfect trader. I don't have a perfect mindset. This is one of the reasons that I have been building this bot in the first place. So what I'm getting at is I sometimes would manually take over, up the trade size to like 5-10 contracts, something crazy, because my mindset was already like, well, it's already almost blown anyway. I'm just going to, YOLO it. Like I said, embarrassing to admit, but I was just feeling really frustrated about the situation with trading in January, and got kind of a, F it mindset. So that's why I didn't share updates, because it didn't really reflect the bot's performance. It was way worse than that because I made it worse. So anyway, that's what I wanted to share. I have lost, I've lost 6 new PA accounts in January, beyond the 6 that I lost from a copier error in November. And so now I have to work on more evals, passing those, and starting the journey over with my PAs. I do have 8 PA accounts left, but their balances are way down. My highest balance is 253,716 on a 250K account, and 51,852 on among my 50K PAs. So I'm far from getting another payout. I still have not gotten my second payout from Apex, and it's not through the fault of them. It's because just January has been a disaster for me. So, like I told one of my subscribers, who I now consider a friend across the world, one of my failings is that I don't give up. It can be a good thing, but it can also be a bad thing. I'm going to keep at this and keep refining the strategy, and not forget that the original 931 was my edge. And I took months and months and months to develop that, like 6 months. 6 months of experience going through it and seeing it perform. And then, all of a sudden I forgot all about that because I got shiny object syndrome from this new Bollinger Stochastic strategy that had this beautiful logic inside of it, and it was so advanced and everything. In November and December, that performed very well. So I'm not giving up on the Bollinger strategy. It just doesn't work in this price action where every move gets chopped. And it's different from Q4 2024. All right, this is my first time doing one of these long talking head videos. I hope I was coherent and didn't say too much. I just said it. I'll be working on getting better with that. One thing I want to mention, I ran the old strategy, the original strategy, most of this afternoon, and it has won most of the trades it took. This is the MACD strategy, by the way. It's won most of the trades it took, even in this afternoon price action. And it's up 1,245 on 1 contract trades. It's done about like 10 trades or something. So this is just a reminder to myself that that's my edge. That's my primary edge. That's what I need to be using to get the base hits. And I'll try not to forget that. Okay. Thank you for watching. Talk to you soon.